Hey everyone, it's Olivia Grace. I'm back with another video for you guys. And today I'm doing a manifestation story time. I personally love story time because it helps basically give you positive momentum and showing you what's possible, and seeing what other people are creating pretty magnificent things into their lives. It kind of gives you encouragement and inspiration to create great changes in your life as well. So let's get right into the story. This story is actually about my mom. I have shared manifestation with everybody in my life, and my mom was actually in a job that was basically draining her. She was a registered nurse, and she would basically wake up at like 6, 7 a.m. and go see patients until about 4. She'd come home and have paperwork that she'd have to do, and her paperwork would have her up until about 12 o'clock at night. And then she would do this all over again. On top of that, she would be on call, which means that her company could call her overnight and have her basically come out to see patients in the middle of the night after she's already gotten home. So it was horrible and she was hating it and it was just too much for her. And I remember every time I would talk to her, she would be sharing this with me and telling me how, she just didn't, she hated it and it just wasn't going well. I mean, it's just too much. I can't even imagine doing that. And so what I told her to do was to get clear about what would you like? What kind of job would you like to have? And to write a list of the qualities of a job that she would like to have. So she got very clear about what she wanted. She got clear about her money. She got clear about her hours. She got clear about all the things that she would rather be experiencing rather than what she wasn't experiencing. And in less than a week, she had found a new job that was in a management position where she would be in an office, not going out to see patients, not being on call, not having paperwork to do after she gets home, but just being able to go in, clock in, do her job, go home. She would have weekends off. She even had an opportunity to where she could work over the weekend only and have the entire week off. And I thought that was really cool. And the reason why I wanted to talk to you guys about it is because my mom was in this job for a couple years and she felt stuck in the job. And it's very hard to manifest when you're feeling stuck, right? It's like, well, I'm here. This is what's paying my bills. How can I do something else when this is what I have right now? But you have to get yourself from feeling stuck to feeling unstuck. You have to start looking at what aspects do you have that make you valuable, that can get you another job, that make you desirable to other companies. And not only just to other companies, but sending that energy out, because we are manifesting. So sending that energy out as, I have a lot to offer. So there should be a lot of jobs that are actually looking for me. My mom, she'd been working in the industry for about 30 years. She had all kinds of experience doing all kinds of different things. But she still felt stuck. And I say that to say, sometimes when we're in like a certain job, or we're trying to manifest something, or we're trying to create something into our lives, we feel stuck, even though we have so many assets that will actually help us get the job that we're wanting, or get the thing that we're wanting. We're so focused on what's lacking, or what we think we don't have, or we think we're not good enough to do this, that we're not looking at the attributes and things that we do have that actually make us desirable to our own desire, right? So I have a few tips for you guys as to how to do this for yourself. That was my first tip, though, is to look at the aspects that you have, not what you don't have, but what you do have that make you desirable. Since we're talking about jobs, I'll keep the examples specific to that. If you want to move to another job or whatever, and you're thinking, well, I'm not qualified enough, I'm not this enough, I'm not that enough, stop thinking about those things and think about what is it that you do have. Maybe you have a really charismatic personality. People are always looking for charismatic personalities, because at the end of the day, customer service is a thing, and it's a big thing, and it's what makes you choose to shop at Publix rather than Walmart, because somebody's going to come help you and be nice to you at Publix. Walmart, they're going to ignore you, so that is something that companies look for. You can get hired off your charisma alone, but you're not focused on that. You're focused on all the things that you don't have, right? And then that comes through when you go to the interview. Instead of telling them about what great things you have, what great things you've accomplished, what great ideas you have, you're too focused on, well, I'm not good enough. And you come off as, unsure about your own talents, unsure about what you're going to bring to the table, which in turn makes, I mean, what's the interviewer going to think? If you're unsure about what you bring to the table, they're definitely going to be unsure about what you bring to the table. So just sit down and think about, what are my positive attributes? What are the things that I can do for a company that a company would be lucky to have someone like me that I have? And start to switch what you're thinking about yourself and start to see yourself as an asset. So other people will start to see you as an asset. All right. The next thing is, don't focus on what is, right? So with my mom's situation, it was hard for her. I remember I've been telling her for like months, Mommy, you have to get out of there. You can't do that. That's like, it's almost physically impossible what you're doing, and it's draining your energy, it's draining your health, but it's hard because that's what she's doing every day. So it's easy when you're trying to manifest something to get caught up in what you're looking at, but this is what it is. This is what reality is. But you cannot create something new if you are stuck on what is. You will keep creating the same thing of what is if you are stuck on that. Even if my mom was to create a new job, but she was stuck on, all the horrible things that were going on in her job, she would have created a new job that had the same things, or the same issues, or she actually kind of did, because this job she had manifested from coming from another bad job. And but still, because her energy was the same, she still created herself into the same thing where she was still doing something she didn't like. So you have to be able to give attention. When she made her list and got clear about what she wanted, then she was able to create what she wanted rather than what she was seeing all the time every day. So you have to be able to kind of suspend your doubt. Stop, accepting what is as the only thing that's possible for you just because it's the only thing that's happened, and start to open yourself up to the possibility that anything can happen. And what would you like? Be specific, be selective. What would I like to happen? What kind of job would I like to have? What kind of boss would I like to have? What would I like, and start writing that. Okay. And then this actually kind of piggybacks on that, is to get clear about it. Don't just say, oh, I want a new job, because you can get a new job with the same people, the same kind of boss, the same kind of hours, the same kind of problems that you had at your new job or at your old job. So you want to get clear on, what do you want? What, make a list. Making lists, writing things down is very powerful. Start to think about, well, what do I want in my new job? What kind of hours would I like? What kind of pay? People are so afraid to ask for what they want. Even if they're not asking a physical person, they're afraid to even ask the universe, to ask God for what they want. Don't be afraid. There's no shortage. There's no lack, lack, shortage, all this scarcity. It's something that we make up as humans, but God, how can he be infinite? How can he be omnipotent? How can he be all that is and have a shortage? And you say, oh, well, I really want $10,000 more a year. And you think God is looking at you like, oh no, I don't have $10,000 extra dollars to give you. Oh no, that's just too much. You're asking for too much. Like we assign these human characteristics of our parents, telling us, you're asking for too much. You're doing too much. You need to just be grateful for what you have and just accept, settle for whatever you have in life. And we don't see that God doesn't feel like that. God wants us to expand and be more, to experience more, to have more. But guess what? In order for you to have more, you have to ask for it. And you have to know what you want. And you have to put it out there, and you have to expect it. Just a little bonus for you guys. Something my mom did that helped her manifest it very quickly was she visualized. She would visualize herself driving to work, to the place where she wanted to work. And visualize herself. She started to prepare her energy for her new job. She started to look for new outfits because she wears scrubs in her current job. Her last day is on Friday. I'm so excited for her. But she wears scrubs at her current job. So in a job that she wanted, which was like a management position, she would be wearing suits. She would be dressing up. She would be looking nice. So she started to picture herself dressing up. She started to pick outfits out that she would wear to her new job. This is all before she had the job. A lot of people, they feel like, oh, well, I'll do all that when I get the job. Oh, I'll do that when, it comes. But you do that first. You prepare your energy to allow it in. You suspend your disbelief. Another thing was she put her 30 days in before she had a new job. And this is bold, and a lot of people are too scared to do something like that. But what that shows to the universe is, I believe that. I believe that, my desire is coming to me so much that I'm willing to let go of the old thing that I know is no longer serving me, and I can allow in what I do know is going to be serving me. So she put her 30 weeks or 30-day notice in before she even had her new job. And lo and behold, she did get the job. She not only got the job, but had, I think, like 3 other offers for other different jobs that she could be working. And again, I bring this story to you guys because my mom was stuck. She was stuck in this job. She was hating it. She was doing this every day. She didn't see a way out. You know, she didn't see a way out, but there was plenty of ways. There's an abundance of ways. There's an abundance of jobs. There's an abundance of everything that you're looking for, but you're not looking in that direction. So you have to start to look in that direction. You have to start expecting that. You have to start believing that what you want is out there for you, and not only out there for you, but looking for you too. The job that hired my mom, they needed somebody with her expertise, with her experience, you know, with her personality, with her everything to fill that spot. But we're so focused on the lack and what's not here and what we haven't experienced that we don't focus on what we do have and what we can bring to the table and what, you know, what we do want, and to, in order to bring that into our lives. All right, guys. So that's what I have for you guys today. Just a quick recap of the 3 things. You want to get clear, make a list of your characteristics that you do want to experience in your job. You want to stop focusing on what is. You can't keep giving your attention to what is, giving your energy to what is, and expect something different to manifest from that. And you also want to think about what you have going for you. Start to think about your positive aspects. What makes you desirable instead of what makes it impossible for you to get? What makes it possible rather than what makes it impossible? All right, guys. Oh, and visualizing. That's the bonus tip. Visualizing always speeds up your manifestations. This happened under a week for her. And visualizing is what really, really helped her do that, I think, because you embody that energy before you even step into it. All right, guys, so that's what I got for you guys today. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, and I'll talk to y'all in the next video.